What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Rachel and I am currently studying to take the LSAT this June 12th actually. We're getting so close. Oh god, I kicked something. Anyway, super happy you guys are here. Before I get into studying this week, I'm actually writing a cover letter for my first law-related position. This summer I am trying to do an internship at the Legal Aid Society of Rochester, and it's just an unpaid position, but I need to write a cover letter for my application, and I'm a little late on this application. I've known I wanted to send it in for a while, and I just have been putting it off and been busy and whatever, so I really need to get this done, but I have forgotten how to write a cover letter, and I don't know what I'm doing, so now I'm Googling it to try and find some good tips. I don't know what to write. I could be like, I want to go to law school. Please let me intern here so I can go to law school. But anyway, let's Google it, see what we can find, and hopefully write a good cover letter. I'm reading an article from the Harvard Business Review, so I think this will be a reputable source that I can take some good tips from. I know I just seem like I kind of just have to explain why I would be a good fit for the job, I think, and like why I would like to work there. It shouldn't be that hard. I'm just like a really good procrastinator, like A+ procrastinator. The article says that cover letters are hard, so I may have been a little optimistic. Oh, this says to keep it brief. That's good. Have a strong opening statement. Be succinct. Share an accomplishment that shows you can address the challenges. Don't try and be funny. Don't send a generic letter, and make sure you're professional. Okay, I've done a little research, a little reading. I'm gonna start writing, but I have to go to an appointment, so the clip's probably gonna change, the lighting's probably gonna change. My hair will probably be a lot messier because these braids are falling out, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so I just went and picked up something off of Facebook Marketplace, but I'm back now. I'm ready to write. And I have moved onto the couch. I'm ready to get into the writing zone. I've already put my name on it, so like that's cool. And that's as far as I've gotten. I'm going to do a little bit more research and like read more of the history stuff behind the Legal Aid Society and see exactly who I'm sending my application to so that I can better address this and write this letter, and hopefully I can get it done in the next hour maybe. It's 4:18 right now, so I'm gonna try to get it done by 5:30. Actually, maybe 6, because I'm also making dinner, so I might have to like, you know, split my time. So we'll say by 6 o'clock, hopefully this letter will be done. First thing I'm doing is I'm just kind of like getting a list of like why I'm interested in working there, kind of who I am. So I'm saying, you know, I'm an aspiring law student. I really want to get experience in like some kind of, you know, area related to law. I want to kind of see what areas of law I might be interested in studying and stuff like that. So I'm just kind of making a list so I can organize my thoughts, and then that way it'll help me kind of write it out better. I forgot to update you guys, but it is like 5:30, 5:45 right now, and my cover letter is done. I've just been sitting here staring at it, considering, or trying to think about like whether or not I like it. I talked to my mom about it, and then I sent it to 2 of my friends to kind of read over and give me their thoughts on it. But then once that's all set, I'm gonna export it as a PDF, and we're gonna send my application over. Super excited. I really hope that I can get this position because I really want to have some experience this summer, like actually working in the legal field and being able to kind of see if I'm interested in family law or stuff like that, so that I better know for law school what I want to do. And also, you know, if I really want to go into family law after this internship, I'll make sure I pick a place with a good family law program, stuff like that. So yeah, anyway, that's about it for this application update, and without further ado, we're going to get into some studying. Okay, I moved back to my closet, which I'm sure you can tell that we're no longer on the couch, but today I'm going to start by outlining chapter 7 and 8 from reading comprehension. I read these chapters, I think in the last video. Yeah, so I read chapter 7 in the last video, and then I read chapter 8 just last week, but I didn't post a video for the week. So I'll be outlining chapter 7 and 8 and going from there. I don't know what I'm going to do after that because I haven't thought that far in advance. Okay, I did the outlines. I had to turn my lights on because it got dark outside, which I hate. I much rather prefer to have the natural light coming in, but whatever. You gotta do what you gotta do, and it's like 7:30 at night. Anyway, I'm going to set my timer for 45 minutes because it's been a long day, so I'm going to limit myself to 45 minutes, and I'm going to start chapter 9. It's almost 100 pages long, so I don't anticipate finishing it. That's why I'm setting a timer, so I can just work till I hear the buzz, finish whatever part I'm on, and then call it a night. So, also, I probably won't give too many updates because I'm just trying to work through the time. I'm so close to the end of this book, so I want to just get through it, and I'll sum it up at the end. Oh, but in case you're wondering, the topic of the chapter is common passage themes. So, on the table of contents, it has things like diversity passages, different recurrent themes, special topics, law-related passage, stuff like that. That was perfect timing. As soon as my timer went off, I was finishing up my last passage, so I ended up getting through the whole section about diversity passages, and then tomorrow I'll pick up with law and science related passages. And I did 2 practice problems, or like practice passages, and I got 1 question wrong on each one, so not too bad. And basically what it talked about in this first part of the chapter was how in the past, like historically, LSAT and other standardized tests have been biased towards different groups and stuff like that, whether it's race or income or whatever. And so now they're like doing more to counteract that bias. So they'll have passages either about underrepresented groups, and they'll speak positively about them, or they'll have passages about overrepresented groups and speak more negatively or critically about them. They'll also have passages where they have overrepresented groups speaking for and positively about underrepresented groups. And so it just showed some examples and how in those situations, depending on who they're talking about, you can predict the author's attitude and like main voice throughout the passage. So if there's a question asking like his like view towards, or if there's a question asking the author's view towards the passage, and you know they're talking about an underrepresented group, then it's probably going to be a more positive attitude, where if they're asking about an overrepresented group, it's going to be more critical. So yeah, that's what I got done today, and I will catch up with you guys tomorrow. You guys, I have a super exciting announcement. This morning I got up and I studied for an hour at like 7 a.m. Super productive. I had to get it done before I went into work for the day. And guess what? I finished my first book. I have officially finished the Power Score LSAT Reading Comprehension Bible. I finished chapter 9 and read chapter 10. I'm so proud. I'm so excited to have finally finished one book. I'm also super close to finishing logic games, but it'll probably be my next video. Fingers crossed I'll finish logic games, and then I have quite a bit to do in logical reasoning. But I'm just so excited to have finished one book. My goal, I decided today, my goal is to have the other 2 books done by May 12th. So I have exactly 1 month of just straight practice problems and practice tests to do. And it's just like, I've been working on this for so long, and like the closer we get and the more I do, like the more real it gets that we're getting close to the test. But I just wanted to let you know, I finished this book today. Chapter 10 was all about like test day kind of stuff and like making sure your timing and different different drills that you can use if you're still struggling with reading comprehension, which I am, so I'm definitely gonna be using some of them, but I'll explain them more and if I like use them in a video. But anyway, that's the little update for today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. I'm up early again today to study. It's Sunday. I think it's about 8 o'clock, quarter to 8, and I just got Dunkin' for today's study session. I got iced chai and a vanilla cream donut. I was gonna get vanilla frosted, but they were all out. I was like, how are you all out of donuts at 7:30 on a Sunday? But whatever, it's fine. Vanilla cream is my favorite, but it gives me a stomach ache, so I don't usually get it, but I figured I'd suffer through it today. The sun is like out and about already this morning. Anyway, we're gonna get going on logical reasoning, you know, switch gears from reading comprehension and close out the week with a new section. I left on, wait, I think I forgot to move my bookmark again. So I forgot to move my bookmark, but we left out on chapter 7, and this chapter is all about weaken questions. So you have to, like, if the question asks, like, which of the following would most weaken the author's point or argument or something like that. So this chapter looks like it's 20-ish pages, depending on how long the drill is at the end. And then, I don't know, I'll definitely finish this chapter this morning. I didn't realize that I forgot to move my bookmark again, so I'm thinking like we're still on chapter 6 for like the 100th time, and it's like 150 pages and whatever. So I'm very pleasantly surprised to know that I do not have such a long chapter in this book. So anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling now and get to studying. All right, 45 minutes later, and I'm done reading. Overall, it was a good chapter. I enjoyed it. There was 6 practice questions at the end of the book. I got 2 wrong out of those 6. But overall, it was a good chapter. It just kind of talked about some tips for how you should always attack weaken questions and some things to remember, like making sure that you're always looking for the answer that attacks the conclusion, because most of the time that's what they're going to want you to attack, not the premise within the stimulus. It also talked about that these types of questions, usually you can prephase a pretty good answer. So like when you read it, kind of know in your head what you think the answer will say, and that should help. And then it also had some practice with conditional reasoning within these types of questions. So that's going to conclude studying for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you want to follow along on the rest of this studying journey. We've only got a few weeks left, and I'd love it if you guys subscribed. And other than that, I will see you guys in my next video.